Good morning, Modern Steaders.
Good morning.
Do you feel like something's running at you?
Yes. Oh, they slow down.
Good morning, chickens. We turn the camera around, then you stop. They were charging us like angry rhinos. They want their breakfast and they want it now. Huh, ladies? You don't have any patience. All right, I'll feed you. Come on. Let's go over here. I don't want to feed you on the gravel. Feed you on the grass. There you ladies go. You happy now? Biscuits and Gravy are still sleeping. I guess I can't say I blame them. It's not that nice out. Good morning, Biscuits and Gravy. How come you ladies keep taking all the straw out of your house? Huh? I keep putting more straw in their house for them and they keep throwing it out, so I guess they don't want it. Maybe they sleep hot at night like I do. They gotta take their sheets off so they can get comfortable.
Good morning, Opie. Good morning, baby. You gotta get down if you want me to come in. I know. No, you can't say that. I know. I know.
Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Oh my goodness. Oh, come in. Hey, what are you
They're full of spunk this morning.
He's coming.
Fresh grass makes you have a really full udder, Missy.
Is that what you wanted? Some sunflower seeds, miss?
We've been coming in to clean up the beds and the stalls. We've been noticing that the board is down, so we keep a board on top of there because the goats like to get up there. So noticing that this is down, we've been finding eggs. So the hens have been doing that. Don't come up here. Don't come up here.
Good job.
Good girl. Oh, you're so sweet.
No, you got to jump.
Get on Mom's back. Get on Mom's back. Go get Mama. Go get Mama.
I stopped my day off with Athletic Greens, and Athletic Greens is the sponsor of today's video. Athletic Greens is my amplified all-in-one multivitamin. Athletic Greens is an all-in-one with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more nutritionally dense formula on the market. I find Athletic Greens to be the easiest nutritional daily habit that I can add to my lifestyle. And the best part is, it tastes good too. I look forward to drinking my Athletic Greens daily. I can't say that about a lot of green things. If you'd like to try Athletic Greens, click my link in the video description down below, and you'll get up to a 1-year supply of the vitamin D3 and 5 travel packs. Now that we have our Athletic Greens done, we can start the day right. Gotta get our onion starts. We got Walla Wallas, one, another Walla Walla, and then we have copra, and one more copra to plant today.
Look at that garlic.
It's doing amazing. So the beds that we planted our onions in last year have garlic growing in them now. So now we gotta take over some other beds for the onions. But first we gotta go in the greenhouse and get our seed starts uncovered. We're keeping all of our seed starts in the greenhouse. We can harden them off, but we've been covering them up at night so that way if it gets cold, we don't have to worry about losing them to a frost. It's not supposed to be sunny today, so I don't think it's going to warm up too much in the greenhouse. Right now in here, it's about 54 degrees. Everything's looking good. Last year we planted onions where our garlic is. We did Walla Wallas and copras, and we had really good success with them last year. And then in this bed right here, we had peas, some other things going on. And then we also had some Vidalia onions, and they did good. This year, we're going to do Walla Wallas, copras, and then I got some yellow onions from bulbs. We got our copras and our Walla Wallas, which are plants, and then I got some yellow onions that are just bulbs. I like to do them both ways, so that way we know if we have better success with one versus the other each year.
What was our best for the plant, right?
We had last year, both of them did really well for us. It didn't matter. So this year, we're gonna probably almost double the amount that we're planting.
So last year, I thought we had way too many onions, and we just use them so many times. We use it in cooking, everything, basically everything we cook for suppers, and then we use a whole one for chicken stock every single time. We make a ton of stock.
Yep.
So we're gonna just up our game.
Last year, I can't remember exactly how many we did, but I think we did over 100 or like 150. And that doesn't include the Vidalia, onions. I think we had over 100 of those, and we pickled them all. We're not doing any more of those this year because they're delicious, but we still have some pickled from last year, so we don't need any for this year. Our copra and Walla Walla onions are from plants. We did them this way last year, and we had really good success with them. These are from Dixondale Onions or something like that online. Really good place. We got them from them last year. Not sponsored, and they did awesome. Like copras are supposed to store for up to 8 months. We're still eating some right now. We just finished them up.
Just barely did, but they did good.
We just finished up all of our copra onions, and we didn't have any issues with them. The Walla Wallas are only supposed to store for a month, but we stored these for probably 3 to 5 months, and none of them went bad.
Nope.
What we ended up doing is we cured them, and the Walla Wallas were like softball size, so we used these ones first, and then we went on to the copras. But these ones stored for quite a while.
They did so good.
They did awesome.
We just braided them, which we had never done, and that worked out so good.
I'll put a link to that video right here of when we cured all of our onions last year, and it worked awesome. So we have between 50 and 75 onions in each one of these bundles. We're gonna have between 200 and 300 onions right here. And then when I went to our local feed store, I picked up half a pound of bulbs, and these varies in size. So we're gonna have quite a few onions this year, which is a good thing. the hoops off these cold frames because we're going to be growing onions in here. These are cold hardy plants. We can plant these 4 to 6 weeks before our last frost date, so they don't need to be covered by greenhouse plastic to keep them warm. They actually do really well in this temperature right now. So we're going to be planting our copras on this side. Last year we amended the soil with blood meal only. This year we're going to be amending it with blood meal and bone meal. Onions love nitrogen. I saved all the hoop house frames so we can put them back on, so towards the end of the year if we want to grow something in here that we need the greenhouse plastic for, we can come back out, put them on, and grow another crop. I'm going to sprinkle on some bone meal and blood meal for them. The blood meal is for nitrogen, and the bone meal is supposed to really help with root growth. So doing the bone meal this year will be interesting to see if it makes a big difference, because last year we only did blood meal. And in the years past, we haven't had huge success with growing onions, but putting on the blood meal made a huge difference. This time last year when we were planting, we had to have our waterproof pants on because we're kneeling on the ground. We were getting soaking wet. This year, it's not as bad. The goats are spying on us.
So what are they doing up there?
These are one of my favorite kind of onions, Walla Wallas. They're a nice sweet onion. If they stored as long as the copras, I think we would just end up doing Walla Wallas. But they're not a good storing onion. There's quite a few of them in here, and they're pretty big already.
Those are big. Way bigger than the copras.
Yep. And even in the end, the copras are like the size of a baseball, and then these are like the size of a softball. They would make a good blooming onion, but I don't think we ever did that.
No.
Well, that worked out perfect. We used pretty much all the Walla Wallas in this one bed. So the Walla Wallas are a bigger plant, so we probably got about 50 in each bunch. So probably like 90-ish in here, because I'd say we probably got like 10 here. These are the smaller ones, so.
10, 20. I think it's at 130.
130 in here?
Probably about.
Really? Nice.
I think. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So say that each have 10. 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, maybe 140. I'm just going to take these leftovers and put them in little pots. See if they can do anything.
What we did last year is we ended up, I think we did about the same thing, and then we put them in the greenhouse in between our plants, and those the onions that we had growing in the greenhouse, we took those out during the summer and we were eating them and cooking them freshly. So now we're planting our bulbs here. We had to plant a little bit in this back one because we ran out of our plants. So these ones, I just know they're yellow onions. I don't know which variety. We're planting this like a keystone garden, so we're coming in. We're planting 2 full rows here, and then we're planting the rows this way. So we'll have a center aisle to walk in and weed everything and fertilize and do whatever we gotta do. We just planted 500 onions in our front yard garden. We're gonna be in good shape as long as they all grow well.
Right.
This coming fall, that's gonna be good.
Hoping for having at least as good luck as we did last year,
Yeah.
if not better.
Well, one of the things we want to concentrate on growing this year is root crops, or crops that store really well, like potatoes, onions, squash. We can do tomatoes. We want to focus on because we can can them. Carrots, beets, anything that we can store in our root cellar that'll last over the winter easy. We really want to focus on growing. That's a lot of the stuff that we eat, and if we can have it in our house, you don't got to run out to the grocery store to get it, and then you know you get the security of having it. It feels really good. It's been nice this winter just be eating off of most of our food supplies that we grew here in the homestead.
Yeah, I think this year for the beets, I'm gonna cut them up and freeze them. I'll like get them ready.
Yeah.
We didn't really love the pressure canning because we felt like they were too mushy.
Yeah. If we made them into Harvard beets after
Yeah,
they
we
were
like
pressure
that.
canned, they were really good. But just to put them and cook them plain in water, yeah, they weren't the best that way. Once these onions start growing, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mulch them with straw so we don't gotta worry about the weeds. It's hard to see because it's all bulbs. They're buried in the ground. We'll have to wait a few weeks to a month before everything starts emerging, and we'll be able to see where everything is. We want to get some more seed starts going. We're gonna get some more cucumbers, some more tomatoes, and some new stuff that will be growing too now. Want to have everything kind of going and progressing, and then if anything dies off, we'll have transplants already ready to replant them.
So I washed all the trays down, rinsed them off, and sprayed them down with hydrogen peroxide so they're all cleaned up from last time we used them. And now we're just going to go ahead and fill up the trays and then plant some more seeds.
Hey ladies!
I'm going to go right to the goat barn.
Me too.
So you're on your own.
Okay, have fun. Did you ladies lay us a bunch of eggs? I hope so. You're gonna be late for dinner. You better hurry up. Where are you going? Shoosh. You're late for dinner too? Well, hopefully they laid us lots of eggs today. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. I guess they're not liking all the rain we were getting the other days. Hey, biscuits and gravy. You liking the rain we just had? Made some mud for you? Huh? You like the mud? I know, we've gotten a bunch of rain. We got 2 inches the other day. I know you got plenty of feed. I just filled it up for you. We've been giving them all of our spent hay, our straw, and our leaves, and they've been tilling it up and making awesome compost with it so far. I can't wait to see what this area looks like compost-wise when they're all done. It is chilly out. It just got done raining. We have puddles everywhere again. But that's good for the onions. That means they got some nice natural rainwater. Oh, they always love that. You getting a break from your babies, Hope? Huh? You getting a break from the babies? Gonna stretch your legs and have some fresh grass?
Yours stand right up when you came in. Oh.
What are you doing? You just chilling? Want to come say hello? Yes.
Come back up.
Hello.
No, she's gonna come right up.
You like your neck rubbed? Does that feel good? You do too, huh? Yeah. You like it when I scratch under your chin, huh? She's like, yes, I do.
Just Looks like she's gonna fall asleep.
Yep. Like puts her in a trance. We know your little tricks, don't we? She just loves her little face rubbed. Huh. You gonna take a nap? You know who else gets jealous when I do this? Hope. Your mama starts wanting attention then, huh?
I do.
Yeah. She loves it.
She does.
What about you, Missy? You coming? I'm going to add my butter to this and let that melt quickly. Now I'm just getting ready to make the gravy part. I'll melt my butter in here. So that was 4 tablespoons of butter, and now I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. Get that all in here. And let that cook for a minute or two just to get it. That will help get our thickening of our gravy. I have 2 cups of chicken broth here. I'm going to add that to this. Goodness, puppy dogs. Just want to keep stirring this and should turn up a little. So I'm going to go ahead and add half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I feel like that's a lot. And I have 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinaigrette or vinegar. It's vinegar. I'm just going to stir that. While that's simmering, I'm going to go ahead and add my pork chops into the sauce so that they can heat up too.
Dear Lord, thank you for the wonderful day. Amen.
Amen.
The dinner Gina made tonight was delicious. That brown sauce with the mushrooms and pork chops was amazing. We've never had that before, but man, that was so good. I want to thank Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to help support the channel, it really helps if you support the companies that support us. And I'll tell you what, we've been using Athletic Greens now for months and we love it. I start my day every day with it. Gina does too. It's made a huge difference. So click the link in the video description down below if you guys want to try out Athletic Greens. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us and our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. If you want to watch the video of us harvesting last year's onions, I'm going to put that video right here, and you can see how it all went and how we ended up storing them.